I'm at Monrad Intermediate for the next 2 weeks, and some of the focuses they chose, and was quite a broad focus, they chose how to be safe, and tying in with how to be safe, they wanted to focus on how we interact online and how the decisions we make online are important. They also wanted a focus on identity and respect. Is it okay to think differently, and is it okay to be different? And one of their school values is resilience, so tying back to that. So the program that I'm doing for them is, it will be looking at online interaction, but later on in the sessions. But I wanted to start us off by talking to the children, first of all, a little bit about their amazing brains and their bodies, because as far as keeping themselves safe, we can keep ourselves safe by actually helping out our bodies and also realising that our brains are amazing and they can do anything. And so building them up with that. Connections. When you do something or when you learn something, like when you're nice to someone or do something nice for someone, a little connection is made between 2 or more brain cells. And when you do that thing more and more and more, that little connection, that like a little bridge, becomes stronger and stronger, till after a while, you don't have to think about doing it, it just becomes a natural part of what you do. It becomes part of your personality. Well, newborn babies, they haven't had time to do that, have they? They've just popped out. Hello! Hey, here I am. What are we here for, Johnny? All right, but guess what? It doesn't take them long to figure it out. Shall I show you how it works? Shall I be a newborn bubby? Oh, look at that, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's floating around in space. 2 of these too, I'm so lucky. But guess what? They haven't made the connection about giving up on stuff. Wouldn't that be a great thing to go back and unlearn? You know, that moment when we really nailed it and know about how to give up. And also then focusing on our personalities, because our identity and resilience comes from our personalities. And that it's okay to, like they've asked for, to be different and to think differently and to not judge other people. Nobody in here is the same. And do you know what in life, Ed? We love that. There never has been, is now, and never will be anybody in the world the same as you. So that's why we talk about our personalities, especially also how we treat our friends and generally treat other people, and that's why we do that. And we do the personality haka, because that's always good fun, and they initially sometimes aren't that keen on it, but once they get the classroom bouncing up and down, it's always very exciting. Ready, go! 1, 2, 3, go! My personality controls the way we think, controls the way we feel, controls the way we act, and the things we like to do. Oh yeah! And then we talk about what a great friend does, and not just a great friend to our friends, but also being a great friend or a great person to anyone who is in need. And we talk about the things that a great friend does as far as showing that you care and being there in good times and bad, and being honest and listening and all those sort of things, so that they know this is what they can do, because they make the choice. Their brain, everything they do and say is thought of up to them. But can friends cause us a few issues? Yes. Yeah, all right. And actually, who's ever been pressured by a friend into doing something they knew they shouldn't do, or they just didn't want to do? Who's ever felt pressure from a friend? Hence, thank you. And then we also talk about the pressure that we sometimes become under, and we talk about peer pressure, because a lot of these kids are making some not very good decisions about themselves and others because of what they're hearing from their friends or the pressure they're being put under, and they can end up doing some stuff that they later on are not very proud of at all, and they wish they could go back and fix it. But of course, you can't go back in time, and that's why I talk to them about being so careful about what they say about people, not only to the people who they're talking to, but also the ones who are not there. I can't think of a better job, to be honest. We get to go into schools and help young people to be the best version of themselves by giving out wonderful, really sensible advice. And we can see how much they enjoy it, the enjoyment that we see on their faces, and the adulation for Harold, but also the way we interact. We've got a chance to go into schools for a relatively short time and be that positive person that's giving them a cheery wave in the morning or a friendly farewell at the end, and making their day better. Knowing what we're doing is so important, because health
you know, sometimes it can get pushed a bit out of the school curriculum with the, you know, the emphasis on all the reading, writing and maths and so on, which is of course important, but looking after yourself and looking after the people around you by being that best version of yourself, it's just huge. It's huge, and we're right there promoting that right in front of them. They've got nowhere, they can't hide, they're right in front of us. It's, yeah, and so we've got this great opportunity, and yeah, what a great thing to be able to do.